Arts Day gives the freshman class a look at the diversity of the arts pillar.
And KEHS takes the Halloween spirit to the convent fourth floor. Hello and welcome to KEHS. I'm Harrison Wallace.
And I'm Sela Sanders. Thanks for joining us on this edition of the Night Vision News. With the juniors and sophomores taking the PSAT and seniors focus on the college applications, the freshman class found itself with the unique opportunity to learn more about the arts during the annual Arts Day. To find out what the class of 2023 did with a half day of arts offerings on campus is reporter Ethan Toe.
Last week, the freshmen attended Arts Day. Here are the opinions of some of the faculty that worked during.
I taught a beginner/intro into computer music using GarageBand. It's kind of a program that everybody has on their MacBook that nobody really knows how to use, so we kind of talked about how to just kind of make some simple music with it. We reproduced Michael Jackson's Billie Jean, so that was pretty fun. Yeah, I enjoyed teaching it. It's a little trickier when you're trying to get everybody using technology to do the same exact thing because it's easy just to make mistakes and not fully understand what's being asked of you, but by the end of the day, it seemed like everybody was having a real good time making their own beats, so it's fun. Oh, I totally teach it again. Had a pretty good run with the kids. The kids seemed to enjoy it, and I think some of them kind of like the idea of being able to make music on their own on their laptop, so that was pretty exciting to watch.
So my favorite part of Arts Day was the fact that we have the entire freshman class on campus performing, dancing, painting art the whole morning and throughout the day. It's a great way to engage our student population with the variety of arts classes that we have, and also for our faculty to show off all the different ways that we approach art here at Episcopal High School. So one of the things we hope to achieve with Arts Day was to obviously give our students a really great platform to see all of the great variety of classes that we offer. Another objective was for our arts faculty to meet our freshman art students. Don't forget that not every student takes every art. So each of our students got to participate in 4 different art classes. Dance, there was a hip-hop component, there was a painting with light, there was ceramics, there was a hip-hop beats class. And so in many ways, it was a great buffet of offerings for our students to see our faculty in action.
This is Ethan Till for KEHS News.
Turning to the academic pillar, the hub of scholastic life on campus is undeniably the Underwood Library. KEHS reporter Charlotte Pons looked into the many ways the school library functions as a pivotal part of the students' academic endeavors.
Although we have the brand new student center to hang out in, sometimes we forget about the library and how we have such good librarians here to help us with our work.
Hey, welcome to the Underwood Library. We provide the EHS community with print and electronic resources to do research for any project they are assigned. We have over 50 online resources plus websites that students can use. Our LibGuides show students, teachers the best resources to use for each specific project. Noodle Tools, my favorite, brings the writing process together so the students can correctly cite their resources. We support students in progressing from tech-savvy users to digitally literate learners.
Thank you, Miss Suchi. As I was watching the kids in the library study, I realized what a good resource we have here on campus for studying. Back to you in the studio, I'm Charlotte Pond.
Thank you, Charlotte, for that informative report.
Now we join my co-anchor Harrison Wallace and his report on the relatively new school cafeteria after its first year of serving Hungry Nights.
Interview some cafeteria staff to tell us how they prepare food every day.
We get here at 5:30 a.m. in the morning to start off with breakfast. After we prepare breakfast, then we lay out break. And break is sometime between 9:45, 10 o'clock. After then, we'll have our break somewhere around there. Sit down and have our breakfast. Once we get up, that's when we prepare your lunch. Okay? And your lunch is always, you have 2 or 3 entrees. Then you have certain people do things. So you'll have a cook who's going to do your entrees. You have the vegetable cook. That's what I am. I'm your vegetable cook. So I'll do all the cooking on the vegetable side. Then I also prepare your stuff over here on the sandwich station. Then you have Nancy who works the hamburger station. And she's going to get your hamburgers and fries ready. Then you're going to have Olga who does the pizza. And she comes by 6 o'clock. And she does about 30 pizzas a day. And she's going to prepare 30 pizzas and cook them off in there. Then you have Miss Maria. And she does the salad bar, and she comes in and cuts with fresh fruit and salad every day.
All right.
That's pretty much how it goes.
Thank you, cafeteria staff, for preparing our food every day. Back to you guys in the studio.
Has a number of events planned for this year, and among them is service at the Nehemiah Center. Here's reporter Olivia Henshaw with the report.
The students enjoy the cafe currently and are excited to see the new improvements that come.
Love the coffee shop. From school, everything. Like flavors.
Keegan really enjoys the cafe and the prices that all of the beverages have.
My favorite thing about the cafe is that they have a wide variety of options to choose from, and it's not that expensive. I get hot chocolate and lattes from the cafe. I wish that they had more options and different flavors of items.
I really love how they have a little seating area right around like the cafe area. It makes it feel just like a real cafe, like outside. It's a really good space to get together with your friends and just kind of relax. My favorite thing is the raspberry lemonade. It's really good. It tastes like candy, and it's pink and it's really cute. And I don't know any other place in Houston where I could get something like that. I really wish the cafe had more fall-themed items like pumpkin bread. That's like one of my favorite things from Starbucks, so I kind of wish they had that just for the fall season.
The cafe is an excellent new addition to the cafeteria. All of the students are enjoying the cafe very much and use it every single day.
In entertainment news, many nights are fresh off of weekends of attending the annual Austin City Limits performances, featuring a number of talented artists. Courtney Callahan was there and brings us the story of the popular yearly music festival.
Austin City Limits is a very popular music festival. Many Episcopal students went to Austin and attended this festival either weekend 1 or weekend 2.
Madison Howenstein, a student at Episcopal High School, shares her experience at ACL.
My favorite artist was B. Miller because all of her songs are really good and she's a really good performer. It was really fun. I got to see all of my friends that I don't go to school with, and the weather was cold, so it was nice so you weren't really sweating or everything.
One of the students, Kendall Aldstadt, is here to tell us about her experience.
My experience at ACL was really fun, but also cold, and all my friends were there, and we had a great time. The music and the mosh pit, and just being around all my friends.
As you can tell, Austin City Limits is a very popular event for Episcopal students and many more.
Next up is Alyssa Wall with her look at the athletics pillar and the recent girls volleyball pick-out and bake sale.
Today in the Outkick Gym is the Dig Pink volleyball game to raise money to fight against breast cancer. Head coach, Coach Watts, and a few players were excited to share their thoughts about the game.
I'm excited to play Audie, and also I'm excited to do this Dig Pink game because it brings awareness to breast cancer, and also we're doing this supporting Miska.
I'm always excited for the Dig Pink game. Our motto is Team Angela. We play for a Episcopal night that lost her battle with breast cancer a couple years ago. And we fight also for all those women that are suffering from breast cancer and that have lost their battle. And we enjoy this game every year and love supporting it.
Congratulations to the volleyball teams for winning their games, and thank you to everyone who came out to support. Go Knights!
Thanks, Alyssa. Student service and opportunities to help others clearly extend outside the religion pillar. In other sports news, winter teams are already preparing for their seasons, and among is the girls' basketball program and head coach Courtney Arnold. Let's see what preseason activities have the girls busy with reporter Skylar Witt.
Girls basketball is starting up again, and I took a look inside their preseason workouts to get ready for the upcoming season and challenging SBC rivals.
That's going to go great, and that's on period. Hashtag first place.
The girls prepare for the season in many different ways.
We've been going to the weight room every day, lifting, running, and scrimmaging.
The girls also have some pretty big competition in order to win SBC.
Definitely Kincaid, because they lost all their good players, and we got a whole little rack players.
Yeah, St. John's.
Yes, that too.
A few years back, EHS installed Outkick Gym, and I wanted to hear what they had to think about it.
Yeah, it's great.
Be ready to come out and cheer on your Knights this winter. Back to you in the studio.
In Houston sports news, the talk has been about the hometown Astros for quite a while. During a successful postseason, and the team now finds itself in the World Series, Following the division and league playoffs, my co-anchor, Sheila Sanders, brings us her report.
This year, the Astros have been the team to beat with 107 regular season wins. They have pushed hard in the postseason and have made it to the World Series. Calvin Kelly and Oliver Snell give me their thoughts on how the World Series will pan out.
So I think the Astros they're gonna lose in 7 because they haven't been hitting and because our pitching is dookie.
I think the Astros win in 6. World Series MVP George Springer. I think he had some good swings last night.
They also told me how they believe the Astros can improve for a better finale in the World Series.
And I mean the pitching has been okay, but we've just been getting hit really well.
I think Astros need to hit better with runners in scoring position.
Here's Isabella Goitia with her enthusiasm for an Astros win.
I'm so excited for the Astros to win. Go Astros!
Remember to cheer on your Houston Astros as they compete to win against the Washington Nationals in the 2019 World Series. Combining sports with service, a friendly little game of dodgeball was played on campus over the weekend, involving faculty and students to find out the results and who benefited. Let's dip, dodge, duck, dive, and dodge with reporter Quan Marion.
Last week was our Family Legacy Dodgeball Tournament. It was here at Episcopal from 1 to 3 in Alcat Gym. Hosted by the Turleton family, brothers Will and Reed Turleton were excited to share the true meaning of family legacy and what the Dodgeball Tournament was really about.
So Family Legacy is an organization based in Dallas, Texas. Was started in 2000, and they minister to orphans in Africa, and they help by trying to turn the country around by sending these kids to this thing called Camp Life, where kids go with an American ambassador, and they're with them for 10 orphans are with one ambassador, and they are there for a week with them. And after they come back, then the Americans sponsor them, which is where they put them in school, and they get fed twice a day, and they're trying to turn that country around through education. So the Dodgeball Tournament is here to raise money for those orphans. And they started a new project this past year called the Nehemiah Project, which is like long-term investment in these kids, trying to get money long-term for them instead of just a lot of money at one time, so we can spread it out over years.
So Family Legacy is an organization that helps kids in Zambia, Africa. It helps get them sponsored so that they can go to a private Christian school and get a good education, and they get fed at school too, and that's what we're raising money for. We're raising money to build schools and just to help out with healthcare and everything there. And the Dodgeball Tournament was to raise money so that we can help pay for the schools and stuff over there.
Thank you to everyone who came out and supported at the Family Legacy Dodgeball Tournament. Congratulations to the senior team for winning, even though they cheated. And congratulations to my team, the junior team, for taking down the king himself, Coach Lees. Thank you. Back to you in the studio.
Have you ever wondered what secrets are being held on the 4th floor of the convent? Have you ever heard the spooky stories in your time at KEHS? It's the ghostly season of Halloween, and what better time is there to see what urban myths and dark realities might lurk at the top of the convent? We sent reporter Whitley O'Donnell with nothing but a camera and a good luck farewell to the 4th floor to see what mysteries may unravel in his special KEHS investigative report.
The 4th floor is a part of Episcopal High School that isn't in use anymore, and a place where not many people have been.
I've never been to the 4th floor, but I've heard it's haunted, and I know a few years ago they put a skeleton or something in the window to scare people, make sure they didn't go up there.
For stagecraft, we had to pick up some props. It was pretty scary. There was holes in the ceiling. I really like those because I kept on thinking that somebody was gonna pop out and snatch me from the rest of the group. So I kind of just stayed in the middle where it's safe and let the others get picked off before me. Yeah, it was not good.
The 4th floor is very scary, and there's lots of stories about it.
People say that nuns used to live up there and all their spirits haunt the 4th floor.
Yeah, I do actually. There was a lot of noises I heard up there that none of us made, and I did not enjoy it at all.
Most people say they will never go to the 4th floor.
I know that there was a nun that died up there, And me, I'm not too fond of scary nuns, so that's probably put me up there in the first place.
Well, that's all we have this week on Night Vision News. I'm Sheila Sanders.
And I'm Harrison Wallace. And from all of us at KEHS News, thank you for joining us. And go Knights!